Today we're going to be upgrading the computer setup here in the living room. It's starting to get cold, although ironically today it's pretty nice. It's starting to get cold, and so that means the computer room is going to start getting cold. And I want to spend more time in here. I usually spend more time in here anyways because I like this room, but if I need to do some serious work on the computer, I like to go down at the other end of the house where I have the two screens. So I'm going to put two screens in here and solve that problem. I feel like basura today. So if this takes me a very long time, I'm going slower than usual, which is probably the case. You just have to bear with me. So we have a couple things that we're going to do. I'm going to take the computer screens and put them over there instead. I think I had originally put it the where it is now because I wanted to have the background of the trees in the yard when I'm sitting at the computer, but I mean, you could look to the right and see it, so I think it just makes more sense to put it over here because the desk is deeper as well. That's one of the problems with it here, is that you sit very close to the screen. It's better to sit further back from the screen, so we're going to put it there. So we'll add a screen. I have another identical screen. I'm going to take the soundbar off of that screen because I don't need it. And I'm also going to add a printer. And I will have to add a graphics card to the computer because it will not draw two screens as it is. So I have two graphics chips here that we could potentially use. This one is the one that I know will work. This is an ATI Radeon graphics chip. This is a 256 megabyte card, and it is it's a 3000 series something. These are what these Dell units here shipped with, the 780s. I also have this card, which is the NVIDIA Quadro or whatever the heck it is. This is a Quadro K600, and this is a much better card. This has a gigabyte of memory in it. The problem is this is a 45 watt card, and this ATI card is only a 25 watts card. And because these are small form factor and do not have a standard power supply, we are limited by the available power, which might be 25 watts. I'm not completely certain. We'll have to take a look and see if there's any labeling inside the unit. So the first thing to do is to take the computer out, and let's see if we can swap in one of these cards. Right now is connected with a VGA cord. Come on. Okay. So here's the inside of the computer, and the expansion slot does not explicitly state that it's only 25 watts. So we might just go ahead and throw the NVIDIA card in there. The power supply is well, it's not clear because it's it's outputting amps off, like doing the calculations and the voltage and everything. So I don't know what the power supply outputs, and quite frankly I don't care. Now there is a problem here, and that is that this one is a full height card, so it's not going to fit. And I thought I could just take this half height bracket and move it, but because of the way it's screw on, see, this one's screw on at the top, this one screws on in the middle, it won't line up. So I can't reuse this bracket. So I'd have to install this without the bracket, which is a little flaky, but sometimes you have to do things that are flaky. Oh, I can use this half, no I can't. It's got the different output. It's okay, never mind. Still can't use it. I never liked the way these sit in here with the fan up against the drive like that, but that's just the way it is. Okay, so with this card installed, let's see if we can power the machine and get some drivers. See if this is even an option. Oh, for heaven's sakes. I was mistaken. This does have two graphics inputs on it, their outputs. I wonder if it's capable of drawing two screens. I wouldn't think so, but maybe it is. Okay, now I have to change the display cord from the VGA to the DVI. Okay, it has already detected the graphics card. Okay, looks like it came up alright and is working. There's no driver, so the resolution is very low. Let's go and see if we can get a driver now. This graphics card seems to be pretty quiet compared to these, which add a lot of noise. Okay, we're going to have to see if we can adjust the resolution a little bit. That's not native either, but oh no, actually that is native. Okay, good. Now I'll be able to see the website. Here it is. Now this doesn't have, oh, here we go. We are going to need one for Windows XP. So I'm going to download this and then we'll come back and grab the one for Windows 7. Just take this and we'll put it into the, just stick it in here. So that will be there for us later. Okay. Now we'll go back and we'll grab the one for Windows 7. Oh, it's already here. Windows 7. Today. There we go. Great. Okay. Oops. Who knows what that says? Power supply is getting kind of warm, but I can't imagine that's due to the graphics card. It probably was always like that. It's taking a long time. What gives? There is hard drive activity, so I guess it's just gonna take a long time. Oh, here it goes. Now it's making some progress. Okay. We have the arrow theme back, so it appears like the driver installation was successful. Let's see if we can check the experience index. Okay, let's rerun this assessment. I wish I had checked to see how hot the power supply was before I installed that graphics card. It's heating up now, but not beyond what I think is reasonable, but I just don't recall that these were that hot. I guess it's to be expected because it is a small form factor unit. Okay, so the graphics performance has gone up to 6.8, which is a big improvement from the way that it was before. I suppose after going through all this, I should have put a SSD in there. Oh well. Alright, so now that's good, that's working. So, let's close this back up. It's going to be a little flaky because the graphics chip is not really secured, but that's just the way it's going to have to be. Come on. Okay. Next, let's check this printer to see if this printer works. I don't know if this printer works or not. This is the HP printer. Model LaserJet 2015. And these were pretty good printers. Most of these older units were pretty decent. It's the newer HP stuff that's just absolute garbage. Unfortunately, this is not a network model, So we're gonna have to connect it via USB, which is okay, it's just not the way I prefer to do it. Power wire. Now this should be plug and play, so hopefully it just works. Wishful thinking, but it's a possibility. It already has paper in it, which is a good sign because that means this is probably one that I've already tested. So hopefully it'll be a working unit. Okay, this has a physical switch. There's some indicator lights flashing, some dusting. Oh boy. USB device not recognized. Well, let's let it boot up first. Could also be this cord. Who knows? I don't know what that means. Try again. I would have expected it to make some kind of noise, some sounds. Okay, it's back to that flashing light at the top. Okay, it's recognized the printer and it says ready to use. For some reason I don't believe that. Alright, let's see if that's a cap or not. Yeah, there it is. Let's see. I'm going to be astonished if this actually prints out. I really am. Yeah, that was the result that I was expecting. Wonder if this printer is broken. Okay, so this says that's the wireless light. And it says when the light is on solid, the wireless connection has been established. When the wireless light is off, wireless operation is disabled. When the wireless light is flashing, the printer is trying to establish a wireless connection. So we don't want that. We don't want no stupid wireless connection. Why did it not print then? So that's not an error then, that's just... It's kind of concerning to me that there was no noise during the startup sequence. It just doesn't seem right. This might be busted. I don't know. The heck was that about? Well, I think I have another one somewhere. I guess I'll go try to find it and see if we have better luck with that one. This one is not working. I don't know why, because it seems like everything is copacetic from the computer side of things. Okay, I got a different printer. I thought it was the same model, but it's not. It's slightly different. It is the HP LaserJet (1320N). So let's see if this thing works. That's a lot more promising. That is so much more promising. Oh! This one has a network port. So this is better anyways. Then I don't have to connect it to the computer only. I can connect it to the whole network. That other one, we'll just throw that one out because it's it doesn't seem to work anyways. And chances are a video of breaking it will get more views than this will, which also drives me nuts, but that's just the way it is. Okay, let's see. So of course this one will not go onto the network. I mean, will not go onto the computer properly. Let's unplug it and try again. I don't know what's wrong with the other printer. I really thought I had tested it. And the fact that there's paper in there would lead me to believe I did test it. But I don't know. Must be something about it that I don't know. Not much is happening here. So it's missing the driver. It's a long shot, but I'm going to go ahead and connect it to the network and see if maybe it will work. I doubt the configuration is correct, but let's see. I highly doubt it. But who knows, sometimes you get lucky with this stuff. If it's on DHCP setting, then we're good. It's probably not. Okay, we have network lights. We have a connection but no activities. Well, before I go through the trouble of that, let's just see if this even works. I gotta get the driver for this. I don't know why it's not using just a PCL. That would be nice. I don't want that trash on my computer. What, there's gotta be like a speck of dust or something on the computer mouse or the table. Alright, change. That's not what I want. Seriously? This is what I want. Here's your file. I don't see it. Where's the file? What the heck is this? .4x64? Stupid. Windows blue. What the heck is Windows blue? Alright, this is making me irritated now. I don't know why that this doesn't have a driver for Windows 7. It certainly should. It's old enough to have a driver for Windows 7. Let's just see if by some off chance it's gonna show up in the network. These are kind of a pain to configure on the network because there's some secret handshake to get into the configuration page. You know, because there's no screen. Huh. It's a miracle. Here it is. Huh. Wow. That's crazy. There it is. Let's see here. We should be able to add it with just a PCL. Let me see if there's something similar. LaserJet 1320. Nope, it doesn't have it here. It's got Smoto Fart, Jet Office, and Jet Laser, but no, not the one I'm looking for. Alright. Where's the PCL6? I'm really surprised I don't have this because this thing is old. It should be in here. Alright, I really got to get that driver then. Doubt Windows Update will fetch it, but let's see. I need something that it will extract. And I can't believe that it doesn't have this. That is so deranged. Alright, that's fine. We use the Windows Vista one. I don't care. As long as it works. Come on. What the heck? Why won't this finish downloading? Come on, stupid HP. Why the heck doesn't it have a driver for Windows 7? That is so stupid. What the heck is going on? I can't stand HP. Their stuff stinks. Their website's garbage. Their computers are garbage. Their older printers are okay as long as you get the stupid driver, which apparently is very difficult. Where's the file? It's not downloading. Come on. Shut up. Give me the PCL5. This is worthless. This website is worthless. What the heck is that? Come on, you've got to be kidding me. This is pathetic. It just doesn't work. Continue downloading what? There's nothing there. This is garbage. HP's website is garbage. Forget about this. It's not going to do anything for me. This is way more frustrating than it should be. That is absolutely pathetic. It really is. How blaring abysmal is that? It just straight up doesn't work. Doesn't get more, doesn't work than that. It really doesn't. It's useless. Absolutely useless. I don't want this anymore. Really? This is that frozen? This stupid thing is crashing my computer. Let's try a PostScript driver. Maybe it'll download the PostScript driver. There we go. Oh, magic. Likes the PostScript driver. Or not. It's going to do this garbage again. There we go. Okay. This is what I wanted. Why the heck was that so difficult? Okay. Turn that trash off. I better save that because I don't want to go through that again. We're going to remove that one because we're not going to use it ever again because it doesn't work. Alright, here we go. Here's the moment of truth. Well, it needs a new cartilage, that's for sure. But it is working. I can get a new cartilage, it's not a big deal. Check and see if I have any of these on hand. This is a 49A. I wonder if the other one takes a 49A. Probably doesn't, but let's check it. Nope, it's a 53. Alright, well we're going to continue to set this up because we know it works, and if I get a new cartilage it'll probably work just fine. It doesn't feel like it's going in right. There we go. Alright, so it needs a new cartilage, that's all. Got a little better after I shook it a little bit, but it needs a new cartilage. So, alright, that's fine. I get a new cartilage, not a big deal. I just checked the cartilages on Amazon. They're like 30, 40 bucks. That's not bad. Some of the color ones today can be hundreds. So, I have to say I'm actually glad that the other one didn't work, because now I can use this one, which will connect to the network, which is what I wanted anyways. Because now if I'm making a list on a laptop, or if I'm working in the kitchen on the kitchen computer, I can just print in here from any computer. Alright, so we'll turn this off now, and we'll go ahead and put this in place. It's gonna go over here. Remove that broken CCFL. I bought this balancing kit for the ceiling fan in here, I don't know how many months ago, and just never got to it. We got this blade here, which could make for some interesting videos. And I am left with a dusty shelf, where we will put the new, or the old printer. It's not going to be a perfect fit here because it won't fit through the front, but I think if I slide it in through the side, it should go. Sweep this dust off of here first, and I'll vacuum the floors later. It makes too much sense to just get a cloth and whatever. Cobwebs and junk under here. Okay. Now the other one would clear by like a 1/4 inch. Let's see. Hopefully this one's the same size. Well, it fits, but I think we got a problem. Well, I guess I can kind of grab the paper. It's not ideal. It's not ideal at all. Well, that's stinky. Okay. Well, I suppose the other option is I could put it under the table. Oh man, that really stinks. What the heck? Well, let's see what it looks like under the table. It might be kind of obnoxious. Jeez, that really stinks. I mean, it'll work the way it is, but I kind of like to watch the paper come out, and then I'm not going to be able to. I'm not even sure I'll be able to reach the paper. I can only get my hand a couple inches under there. And I don't really have any smaller models either. I think I have one that's smaller, but even that I'm not sure will work. Actually, I think that looks okay. I don't have a problem with that. It's not my first choice, but half the time you can't have your first choice. So, alright. I think we'll go with that. Yeah, we'll go with that. Of course, now it's taken so long to do this that I ran out of time. I have to go do something else. So I'll go do something else, and then I'll come back and we'll finish this up, thanks to the magic of video editing, in just a couple of seconds. I just got back home, so we're back to this again. So at this point we know that the printer works, and it works on the network. We know that the graphics card works, at least for now. If it becomes unstable under load or not is yet to be seen. I highly doubt it though. I'm not going to be doing anything crazy on this computer. So now all that's left to test is the second computer screen. So this has a sound bar on it, which I'm going to remove because we don't need it. We already have the sound bar from the other screen, and I think that that sound bar is one of the best sound bars available. It just has a phenomenal audio quality to it. Alright, so let's power this computer screen on and see if this works. Okay, it seems like it works. Now, we can't say for certain, but I think it's safe to say that it's working, because usually the failure point in these would be the power supply, and the power supply is clearly working for now. So we'll say it works, and if it breaks, it's easy enough to swap them out later on. Okay, so now we gotta move everything around on the table here. I'm still mad that the printer can't go on that shelf though. That would have been such a clean cut. Oh well. There are some screws up here. It's like a broken screw, a rusty nail, and these look like microscopic Apple screws, which are not worth the time of day, so I think I'll just throw all these out. We're going to get rid of this telephone from here, because this was never really supposed to be here anyway. This was just a test. And I got to do some video on the telephone at a later date. I'm getting sick of the way the cables are under here, so this is a good time to clean this up so that it's the way it should be and not the way that it is now, which is abysmal. Way too many wires under here. Look at this nonsense. Looks awful. So we'll fix that as well. This telephone will probably stay here, but I'm going to disconnect it for now because we need to change the way that it's wired in. I need to clean this computer screen, but I'll clean it once it's in place. I guess the sound bar should be on the right because it's more likely where a video would exist. could. Okay, so each one of these units needs a power cord and a DVI cord. Jeez, this has gotten really messy. Well, one of these is exceptionally long, which we no longer need, but I guess we'll just use it anyways. You know, I had somewhere, of course now that I need them I don't know where they are. I had like power cords that had a Y at the end and made two. Would have been perfect for this application, but I don't know where they are. Oh well, I'll find them eventually. Okay, that monitor is connected. Now we'll connect this monitor. I thought these were identical screens, but I guess they're not. Or at least the stands certainly are not. Where's the other DVI cord? I think this is a little better design for the cable management than the other screen. Just don't go back quite as far as I would have liked. It's not terrible, but I don't particularly like the way it is. I think the only option to fix this would be to move the desk further away from the wall, which I'm not sure I can do. Without breaking the desk. Well, maybe I can do it. That's better. That I can live with. Okay, so I have to figure out where to put the telephone now. I guess I could just go back where it was. Whatever, we'll deal with that later. Why is every single cord stuck? Close fit, but it works. Oh, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting. And now we have a lot of cables under here. And I got to figure out where we want to plug them in. I have another power bar under the, like behind where the printer is. And I think that's where everything should go. I think that would make the most sense. Ouch. This is a horrible, horrible angle. Can't reach anything under here. Hopefully you can still see it. If not, oh well. Where's the power cord for the computer? Seriously? I didn't get one? That's pretty stupid. I had to do this part without you because we can't both fit under the table. So this is done good enough for now. I want to make sure I like this setup first. I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time playing with cables just to find out that I don't like it and it's going to disappear anyways. So we'll give it a couple of weeks and see if I like it. And if I like it, then I will spend a little more time on the cables. We need to rearrange these displays. These monitors, while they're not an identical model, do appear to be the same resolution, so it's good enough for me. Coloring is different on this one, so we'll see if we can reset it to default. Just do a straight up factory reset on this. Well, that's going to be annoying. I wonder if this is doing that. It was to an extent. This one still has more of a reddish tone, which I kind of like better. Let's see here. If we just take some of the blue out, if we can match it. Yeah, that's pretty close right there. We'll go with that. Okay. So, alright. When I first turned the computer on, it was very noisy, which I suspect was the graphics card fan, which was something I remember about the 745 I used to have. The graphics card fan was very loud. I don't like that, but in this case it doesn't really matter because the stove is going to be on 98% of the time anyways, so it's not going to be quiet regardless. I do want to install a gadget and see if it works. It's called GPU Observer. It works. It's kind of finicky with what cards it will detect, but this time it's detecting it. Okay. Alright, so the fan's at 2000 RPM. It's using 111 megabytes out of 1 gigabyte, 108 degrees. Everything's pretty copacetic there. Alright, so this is our printer. Oh gosh, I called it HO instead of HP. Alright, let's try again. HP. So we have in the D drive, we need this as well. Alright, let's just do a, let's set this to default. And let's do a test. And I think it's not on, which will definitely cause this behavior. Was it on? Oh, I can't tell. I think it was on. Wonder if this is going to be unreliable. Shouldn't be. I don't see any reason why it would. Ah, there was no network connectivity. There's something a little flaky about the run in here. They have 4 runs in this jack, and every couple of weeks it doesn't give me a gigabit connection, it just gives me 100 or even only 10. And if I unplug it, plug it back in, I get a gigabit. So I don't understand it. Alright, why has this got this stupid triangle on it? Oh gosh, did this break? The address might have changed, but that shouldn't be a problem because all the other ones are DHCP and they work just fine. There it is. Actually, I don't think it did change. It's still 159. Okay, we'll just delete this one because it doesn't work anymore for some reason. Okay, it's working. And I just noticed that it pushes the paper all the way to the edge. So in theory, I could probably put it under the table. See, the paper went all the way to the end, so I would be able to grab it. I really don't like it being on the floor like that. So maybe I will try to finagle it under the desk. See what happens. Seriously? That's annoying. Yeah, I think I will be able to get the paper out of it. Both of these configurations are kind of stupid, but I don't think that I have any smaller printers. This is probably the smallest one I got, because I don't use stupid jet ink printers. Those are garbage. Not even worth the time of day. interesting to see if this works still. It's a good test. Okay, let's see if the paper comes out or not. Cool. I don't know what the problem was the first time. Yeah, it is able to be grabbed, so I guess I'll leave it like that. So it looks like everything is working properly under Windows 7. Just out of curiosity, let's see what the connection speed is. Right now it's working properly, 1 gigabits per second. This morning it was doing this, the 100 gigabytes or 100 megabytes thing. Okay, so now let's go under Windows XP and get the drivers installed for there. While that reboots, take a look at under the table here. It's much better. I could make it even better. There is a coaxial jack over there, which I believe runs right down to the garage. So what I could do is I could tape some Ethernet cables to it and potentially just pull it down for a very something just fall? For a very easy run. And I could put telephone and Ethernet there so that those wires, other than the power bar, would not have to be there. But it's a big improvement from the way it was, and I'm content with it for now. Again, if I decide that I like this setup and I'm going to keep it, then I'll put more effort into it. But I don't know, it's a lot of computer for a fairly small desk, so I don't know. Alright, let's cancel that out. No. Okay. Oh, it's not giving me the option that I want. This should be... Is it not in there? Oh, that's okay. It works this way. This was such a great operating system. I really enjoy it. It's just so stable, so simple, so easy to use, and the appearance of it, the aesthetics are just flawless. It is such a great skin. It's got dimension and color and depth to it. This was just so far ahead of its time. Telephone's working. And speaking of things that were so great, that is the best telephone that was ever made. Everything about it is correct. It's simple, it's easy to use, it's reliable, it's durable, it's ergonomic. There's nothing wrong with those telephones. Okay, I would have expected it to give us an extended desktop here. What's going on? Okay. This, I think this screen on the left is getting a little tired. I think it's pretty high hours. You could see it was pretty dim when it just came on, but now it's brighter. So that's the cold cathode tubes taking some time to warm up. Okay, so that's good. The display is there. Now let's take a look at this printer situation. I wonder if that's it. I don't know, that's kind of weird. Okay. I don't want to add it by IP because it might change. Well, this is going to be a problem. Well, I'm getting tired. This might be a situation for another day. That's one of the only drawbacks with this system is a lot of it's not automatic. So you really have to know how to use the computer to do stuff like this. And it's been a long time since I've added a network printer into this system. So I'm going to have to do a refresher. But that's fine. We know that it works. And if this was added, it would work properly. So that's it. We're done here. Everything is working about this setup. Time will tell if I like it or not. But for now, this is it.